Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Subbox Sandy. Tonight I'm covering a repurchase or not. I'm going over my empties that I've had ending the end of March. And so I believe this was just for the month of March because I believe I did one in February. Anyways, I'll have to look back at my own videos to see. So I am going to cover, how great these products are. And yes, I would repurchase or they were just okay. So first item I'm covering is this First Aid Beauty, and it's called the Ultra Repair Body Lotion, and it's in a cucumber scent. And this was wonderful. It's highly emollient. It absorbs into your skin, and it is for dry skin, and it's sensitive for sensitive skin. And I used completely emptied the bottle, and I started this. I've been using different products, but I started this back before Christmas, and I just love it. It is a very, very good product, and I would highly recommend this, and definite repurchase. Second item is another First Aid Beauty, and this is the Facial Radiance Pads. And this size is a 20, I can't read it, 26 pad? I can't read it. So, because it's so tiny, and I don't have my glasses, but so good. I use this about once every 3 days, so maybe like twice a week. And I go in and, after my, I use a cleanser and cleanse, and pull off all the makeup. I go in with a pad, sometimes 2 pads, and I go in and it actually has glycolic and lactic acid. It's safe for sensitive skin, so your skin doesn't feel like dried out, and it doesn't feel irritated after. It doesn't for me anyways. But what a good product. My skin feels so soft and smooth, and it's because of that glycolic and lactic acid, and it kind of sloughs away all that dead skin, and it kind of retexturizes your skin. So, and it just really nice. And so I highly recommend these facial radiance pads. It's just a really, really good product. It's probably one of my favorite from First Aid Beauty, if that says anything to you. So that is a definite repurchase for these. And the next item I have is, I'm actually using, we're just finishing it up right now. It's the Rhodile Brightening and Renew Eye Souffle, which is an eye cream. And what an excellent product. I got this for a steal. It was in one of my subscription boxes, and what a wonderful product. It's not too thick. My skin, I can actually tell a difference. I still have my lines, and I still have, my under eye, lines here, my little bags, but it makes my skin really soft, and I can tell that the moisture that it brings under my eyes. And I do this as soon as I'm done cleansing my face. I'll put this on right away before I even go into a toner or use, the radiance pads. I get this moisture back in under my skin, under my eyes, and it's a really good product. So it smells good. The consistency of it is really nice, and it is like a souffle. It's not as light as like a whip, but it's not super, super heavy of a cream. And so I like that. And that's what I need for my type of skin, is something around this consistency. And so it works really good. So if you're in the market and you can get this from Rhodile, I would buy it. The whole vitamin C line is very good, so I definitely would repurchase this. Second item that was just okay was by Vor, I want to say, and it's a hair oil. And I've just used some other ones that I liked better, but it's not bad. I just don't know if I would go out and repurchase. So this was called the A Walk in the Sun Luxury Hair Oil. And you just don't use a lot of it. I don't have really thick hair. My hair is, you know, fine. And so fine to medium. And so after my hair is wet, after shower and I wash my hair and with a damp towel, I go in and I use just a couple pumps, you know, rub that into the palms of my hands and then work it from the base of my hair and then up into, I don't ever go into the roots because it tends to make my hair oily looking, but I'll go into, my hair's layered, so the ends up here are, you know, up in this area, and so I will tend to work hair oil like that into my hair. So I just don't know if I would go out and repurchase this. So that's my opinion on that one. This other product is excellent. This is by Color Wow. It's the Color Security Shampoo, and this is not their full size. I just happen to I believe get this in one of my subscription boxes, or I may have bought it outright on one of the websites shop, and it is wonderful. I love this, absolutely love it. I love how it smells. I love how my hair feels, and I don't have to wash my hair twice with the shampoo. I use this like one time through and then go in with my conditioner, and this is a great product. So I am so happy Color Wow made this. This is great. Love this and would highly recommend and will repurchase this product. And that again is the Color Wow Color Security Shampoo. And next item is by Fresh. It's the Black Tea Advanced Age Renewal Eye Cream. And we are finishing up. I have about maybe half of the container left. We're not finishing up. We have about half of the container left. And this is thicker than the Rhodile one, but this is still very good. And it has like this faint scent of like a tea scent to it. And I love it, and it works really well. And I can tell my lines have been softening, and they just get really moisturized around my eye area and hydrated, and so I love it. So I would highly recommend this product by the brand Fresh, and that is the Black Tea Eye Cream, okay? And let's see, one last one for skincare. This is Glow Recipe, and it's their Blackberry Retinol Blemish Serum. And this is a really good product. I haven't found one by Glow Recipe except one lip product that they make. I forgot the name of it. That it was just like a little gritty, but everything else by Glow Recipe has been excellent. My skin loves it. My skin just totally absorbs the product, and it's the process of how they use the fruit as the main ingredient in their products, and how they process it, and that my skin just loves. And so my skin just totally drinks up Glow Recipe, and I highly recommend this product if you need a blemish serum that has retinol in it, and this is made with blackberries. I do highly recommend and will repurchase this product. So that was all the skincare. Now I'm going to get into some of the products, all of the products that I have finished or maybe didn't like and didn't completely empty the product out. You know, I didn't use all of it up. But the first item that was just okay, and it could be me because I have very, very fine-haired eyebrows, and I don't have a lot of them because back in the 90s we used to pluck everything away, you know, almost everything away. So mine never grew back, and so I use another product to have to fill in. And so this product was thicker in consistency, and I think it's geared for someone that has not such fine and tiny hairs and not a lot of hairs like me. So this, I think, is for someone that has just like regular normal eyebrows that, can go in and use this product, but I won't repurchase it. And it's probably a me issue, not Kosas, because I love Kosas brand, as a whole. Their products are wonderful. So I think it's just because of me and how my eyebrows are that I would not, repurchase this product. But would I recommend it for someone that has more eyebrows than me? Yes. Does that make sense? Anyways, so that's how I feel about the brand Kosas. I would totally recommend them, highly recommended. But just for me and based on this product type of it being for, it's called the Air Brow. Yeah, it just doesn't work for me. So that's the first item. Second item that I wasn't real keen on was the Ciate London. It was the Everyday Vacay. It was a primer, and I didn't even finish it. I just felt like it was too thin in consistency, and it didn't work like I expected it to. It wasn't tacky like a grippy primer, and it wasn't like a silicone primer where it filled in and made my skin smooth before I put on my foundation. So I would definitely not repurchase this product. And that's the Ciate London Everyday Vacay. And I believe, I'm almost positive, yeah, that was definitely for the primer. So I didn't care for that one. This product I did love, and it is dirty. I'm so sorry because I used all the product, most of it. Well, it has two ends to it, so I used all the concealer part. This is Iconic London, and this was a dual... and it was, I love just how the product packaging is. This was for the concealer side, and the product, the color was good, the shade was good for me, and also the consistency. It was very light, but it was pigmented, so I didn't need a lot of the product, and it covered my dark circles that I get in this area. And then the other side that I didn't use all of it, and I think I smashed the top, but it twists up, and it's like a creamy, eyeshadow concealer that has some sparkle to it that you could use like on your eyelid and then go in with your powder, and it made my eyelid powder, which is lighter, stay on longer. And so I really like this a lot. And I think you would too. This is, if you're in the market and you're looking for something like this, but it's a really good product. Like, I will still use the rest of this on this end, even though I'm done with the concealer and I used all the concealer. So this was a good product, and I don't remember the full name of this. I just know that it's the dual ended, where it has the concealer on one end and then this kind of luminescent cream. I don't know if it's a concealer or a highlighter stick. I'm not sure what you would call it, but I just know where I used it on the lid of my eyes, and then I went back over with my light colored powder eyeshadow, and it really made it stay. So I highly recommend this by Iconic London. Love the product. Next product that I absolutely love and have continued to buy this and will probably for the rest of my life. I hope they never discontinue this. They just came out with this, I want to say, in the last year, since last summer, and it's by L'Oreal, and it's called their Faux Brow. And I love this product. I think it comes in about 6 or 8 different shades that you can get. This one happens to be the dark brown. And after I go in with my crayon and do my eyebrows, just to get the ones to make it look like hairs, this has the coolest dual tip on it. and you shake it. This one's dry, so I can't really show you, but you shake this, and it brings in, you also store it down too. You store it where the cap is, you know, on the bottom when you store it, or they say you can store it flat, but, and I don't think there's anything left in here. Yeah, no, this one's dried out and I used it and I'm on a second one right now. But this, I would, oh my gosh, I highly recommend this. This, I would run out tomorrow if I were you and go get one of these. That's how good this product is. It, you know, you flick it up and it creates the hairs that go up, and then you just kind of angle them sideways. You can fill in areas, and then it lasts for like 2 days. So I don't know, if you forget and you go to sleep and you forget to take your eyebrows off, the next day your eyebrows are still intact. So it's a really good product. I can't say enough about this, and I'm not getting paid by L'Oreal, you know, or anybody else to do this. But you will, I guarantee you, if I can say that, I guarantee you will not regret this purchase. And that's the L'Oreal Faux, F-A-U-X, Faux Brow. And this is a good product. So enough with that one. Another product that I loved was called, it's the Lawless Forget the Filler lip. It's a gloss, lip gloss, and it's a plumping and smoothing lip gloss, and I have completely cleaned this sucker out. I couldn't get to the very, very tiny bottom, and that's the only thing. I wish the doe foot would reach all the way down to the bottom, because you leave about this much left of the product, or I would have dug that out too. But this was the color Velvet, and like I said, I don't think you can see any. Yeah, it's completely dried out, but you know, this was wonderful, and I will definitely repurchase this product. This is the Lawless Forget the Filler lip gloss, and it's in the color Velvet, and it was just beautiful. It went on nice. It had this awesome little doe foot to it, which I loved. Look at that. It was just perfect. And the consistency was good, the taste was good, and the color was just amazing and stayed on. I just can't say enough about this product. I absolutely love it. So you'll have to try this one. And then another product I like, and I'm using it now. I've used about half, and I just got a little small one. It's kind of like a travel size of this. It's not the full size. It's the Smashbox Pore Vanishing Photo Finish Primer, and this is what the box looks like. And it's a silicone based, and I love it. Like, I put it on and I can immediately see it covered all my pores, so my skin has this clean palette, you know, smooth palette, before I put my foundation on. And it's amazing. I put some on, I just squeeze some on the back of my hand, and I take like half of it, and I just, you know, blend it in, you know, spread it out, take the other half here, and then any excess into my 11 lines, you know, up into my forehead, and then a little bit, I finish off with a little bit on my cheek area. I let that set for, you know, just a couple minutes, and then I feel like it's dry enough that it's not going to move around, so I can go in and, you know, put my foundation on. So I definitely like this by Smashbox, and I would repurchase this again. So one of my favorite foundations that I have repurchased multiple bottles of is by KVD, and it's called the Good Apple Full Coverage Serum Foundation. And this has been amazing. This is kind of my holy grail that I compare all other foundations to. And so when I do my face with this product, I use something else tonight. I used It Cosmetic, the CC full coverage foundation tonight, and I can definitely tell it's a very nice product. You know, I just have to make sure that I get the correct shade match. But this product I got was in shade, I can't read it. I'll have to see after. I'll post it after in the comment, in the area, you know, that you can look into on YouTube. So this is kind of a runny consistency. It's very, very fluid and thin. Like when I put it on the back of my hand, I have to make sure that I don't roll my hand down or it starts to run down my hand. But when I use my damp sponge and tap it on and get it onto my face, I mean, it is full coverage, and it's just a really good color for me. And it's not too yellow. It gives me, it makes me, it's not too white, so my skin looks like skin. And I love this product, and it looks good. Once I set it and I use my setting spray, my skin and that foundation lasts like all day. So I highly recommend this product. I love it, and I will repurchase it again and again. So I hope they never discontinue this product, because it is my holy grail and my standard that I measure all other foundations to. And I have other foundations, but I don't reach for it as much as I do this one. This one is almost every single day that I reach for. So I would definitely recommend this product. You just have to make sure that, you know, you have your good base on, you have your moisturizer, you know, you have your primer on, and then this product. But it is a serum, a full coverage serum foundation, and I love it. So thank you, KVD, for creating this. And then my very last product that I actually do recommend and love. It's highly pigmented. It's going to last me forever. I haven't even made a dent, but I had to give a shout out to this product, you know, for this month, even though these are my empties, is the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Dewy Liquid Blush. And this is an amazing product. You literally, you know, they show on some of them, they do 2 taps with the applicator. That's like at night, if you are going totally glam and you're having a special occasion or going out to a movie and a dinner, you know. But for the daytime, you literally just need like 1 dot on each cheek, and you can go in with a blush. You can tap it in with your fingertips, or you can use, you know, even a sponge that you use just for blush, you know, to work that product. And it is a really, really good product. So I'm so happy to have it. The color that I'm using, I actually have multiple of these. That's how much I love this product. I think I have 4 of these Rare Beauty blushes, these liquid blushes in all different colors. But this one I use almost on a daily basis, and especially when I go to work and stuff. It's just a really good go-to for me, and it's called, the color is called Encourage, and that's what it looks like. And they're pretty true to color. What they put here on the package is very much so what the color looks like. And so I do recommend this product, and I, you know, will repurchase when I run out of the other 4, which would take me over a year or 2. So anyways, well, that is the end of my empties tonight, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Please leave a comment if you like seeing these repurchase or not empties videos, and tell me what you think. Thank you. Bye.